Hi Eels, it's Miss Hansen. We are going to do a little art activity this morning. So I'm going to set you up so you can see down here. Now here are the things that you need to do this activity. You need some coffee filters or paper towels or both. You need some food coloring. You might want to have a little brush. You need some scissors. And I think that is about it. And then you also need, let's see, some little bowls, or I'm using a muffin tin to put my colors in. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to start with a coffee filter just to show you how we would use that if you have one. If you don't have these, don't worry about it. If you do have some, open it up. And you're going to fold it in half. We're going to do kind of a snowflake thing first. So fold it in half. Fold it in half again. And then one more time we're going to fold it in half. So it ends up kind of triangular. Now you remember when we made some snowflakes this year, so I'm going to cut some designs into this. You can cut on any of the sides, but just never use up a whole side because then it would fall apart. All right, so I have a couple of things taken out of that side. Now I'm going to come over to my seam side. I'm going to take out a couple more things. You can do triangles, you can do rectangles, you can make curved lines. I'll try a curved line. Needs a little more cutting. Okay, so it's looking like that. I'm going to do one on the bottom too. Now you can make these as simple or as intricate as you like. You can experiment. Try it with some different ones. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this folded. This is the coffee filter one. And here are two things that you can do. So I have green and blue. I have yellow and red, and then I made an orange with the red and the yellow together. And you can combine some other colors too and see how they turn out. Now here's one thing you can do. You can dunk it like that. Just dip it. You can dip in some different corners to see what you get. Kind of shake that out or squeeze it out a little bit when you take it out. Or you can use your paintbrush and you can paint on some color. Let's get a little blue on there. Okay, a little darker. All right, so it ends up like this. Now, the best thing to do, if you can be patient, is to set this on a paper towel and let it dry before you open it. Because if you try to open it right now, your fingers are going to smudge up the colors and they won't be as true as they would if you just let it dry. But it's up to you. If you can't stand it and you want to open it now and see what it looks like, that's okay. So it's going to end up, you're going to have a snowflake with some different colors on it. And you can always go back and touch it up a little bit after it's dry too. You can say, you know, I want that middle part to be more orange. So maybe paint a little orange on it. Okay, let that dry again. All right, so let's say you don't have any coffee filters. All you have are paper towels. No problem. You might even like the paper towel a little better because it soaks up the color a little better. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold my paper towel in half this way, And then I'm going to fold it again this way. So I pretty much have a square. Okay, now I'm not going to cut the side that has the seams. I'm going to go to the sides that are open, those sides. And I'm going to go from this corner that's kind of open to this corner over here that's kind of open, and I'm just going to cut a curve. So all I'm doing is taking off the edges of that paper towel. I took those parts off. Okay. Now let's fold this one more time. Line up that seam side, and you can see how does it look down here. If you've got some edges that don't match up, this is the side I think of as the skirt side. You can kind of clean up those edges a little bit. And then we can do the same thing that we did with the coffee filter. We can put a couple designs in it. So I'm going to cut a triangle or two. And I'm going to try a curved design. You can make these as fancy as you want or as simple as you want. Just remember, don't cut off too much of the side that's folded or it'll fall apart. So you can think of these as snowflakes, or you can think of them as some other kind of interesting abstract art. Yep. All right, one more, and then we'll dip it. Okay, so here's what it looks like for me right now. Now the paper towels, because they're so absorbent, they will soak up a little bit more of the color. So you don't have to dip them very long, and kind of shake them out or bump them out or whatever you want to do. If you've soaked up too much color, you can actually squeeze it out. Put some back in. Okay. I'm going to dip that in yellow. And I'm going to come over here and dip this part in green. There we go. See how bright that is? It takes in the color a little more than the coffee filters do. So it just depends on which you like, if you want it real vivid or if you like it a little more subdued. Okay, so there is that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to try to be patient, and I'm going to lay it here on the paper towel to dry. I'm going to let those dry. And you can keep making some more while your first ones are drying. And then I'll show you what I did with this one. I hung that up in the window, and I think they look really pretty there. So you can call them colored snowflakes, you can call them flowers, you can call them whatever you want. But this is a simple, easy thing to do. And then when you're done, help clean up, okay? Don't make your mom or dad clean up after you. You can clean this up. It's pretty easy. So have some fun with this. It's pretty easy. Paper towels are fun. Coffee filters are fun. Maybe you even have some other material you want to try. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.